Hello, everyone, and welcome to WKCTC Live. I'm Tammy Thompson from the WKCTC Marketing Office, and I'll be your host for the Q&A session for your needs for the fall semester. So if you are a new or current WKCTC student or a prospective student or family member who has questions, we're here to answer them. We would love to have your comments, so just post them in the live chat. I want to let you know that if you visit the Anderson Technical Building in the admissions office and say that you saw this live stream today, then you can get a free WKCTC t-shirt. My guests today to answer your questions are Trent Johnson, Octavia Lawrence, and Mark Smith. Welcome, everyone. So I want to remind all of our viewers that we are live today. This is not pre-recorded, and you can start typing in your questions now into the live chat. So everyone, if you just will take a couple minutes to introduce yourself to everybody. Trent?
Thanks, Tammy. My name is Trent Johnson, and I'm the Director of Admissions at West Kentucky Community Technical College, and I'm excited to be here to answer your questions.
Great. Octavia?
Hello, Tammy, and everyone out there. My name is Octavia Lawrence. I'm Associate Dean of Student Services here at West Kentucky, and I'm glad to be here today.
Great. And Mark with our financial aid guy.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy. Mark Smith, the Director of Financial Aid here at West Kentucky Community Technical College.
He's the money guy. Great. So we're going to just start right off. We're going to start with the questions, and we have some questions that we have put in, and we're looking forward to our students who will also send in their questions. But first, Trent, we want to start with, when do fall classes start?
All right, so that's an excellent question, Ms. Tammy. Our fall 2021 semester starts August the 16th. That's a Monday, a little over 2 weeks. So we're really excited to get our students onto campus and get the semester going.
Great. So what do we need to do to get enrolled? Students
Getting enrolled
is a fairly
straightforward process with us. Right now, it's a great time to still sign up. There's a lot of different options that we have for students to come and get that process started. Students need to fill out the admissions application. It's a free application located on our homepage, or you can stop in the Anderson Technical Building, and in the admissions office, we'll help you fill that out if you need help or you don't have access to an application. Once you fill out that application, students need to turn in their educational transcripts, whether it be high school, GED, college. That will help us get their admissions file complete. Mr. Mark can help them with their financial aid, the FAFSA. That's still open, and once we have those things in, students will be ready to meet with an advisor to discuss class options and program offerings for the fall. And we still have, like I said, a lot of different unique options that are ready to go for this semester.
Great. So the next question we have, Trent, is what hours are you open? What hours are you open and to come and register, and where do I go?
Sure. So this week is wrapping up the last week of our summer hours. So we're working 8 to 6, Monday through Thursday, closed on Friday. And today is even a very special day. We're actually open till 8 p.m. today to see students who have questions or need to do a financial aid application or even get enrolled. So we'll be here till 8 o'clock tonight, 8 to 6 tomorrow, and close Friday. Now, next week, we go back to our normal hours for a week. We're going to be open 8 to 6 on Monday, 8 to 4 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're actually closed next Friday for faculty and staff in service. And then the week before classes, I know this is kind of a lot of different changes. The week before classes, we're going to be open extended hours Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, to make sure that we can meet all of our students' needs right before classes get going.
All right, Trent. So we'll put those hours up there for the extended hours. We have a question. What options are available for taking classes in the fall?
Absolutely. So we get this question a lot. I know that there's been a lot of change with how things are done during the pandemic. So for this fall, we're offering in-person classes, we're offering online classes, and then we have some classes that do a little of both that meet online and in person. So we have a lot of different scheduling options. Our students come in, they're all unique and they have different needs. So we have a lot of different options that can meet those needs. If they're working or have other commitments, we really want to make sure that we have those options to meet our students where they are, and they can come in and have a great schedule for the fall.
Great. So I have a question for Octavia now. So he mentioned online classes, Octavia. Who do I contact if I have trouble with online classes?
Yes, that's a great question, Tammy. We actually have an online learning department, and you can reach out to them at WKCTC online learning at kctcs.edu. You can also call 270-534-3448.
Great. So we have a couple questions now for Mark. I believe we have one that is, Mark, can I use financial aid to get things at the bookstore?
Yeah, absolutely. So once your FAFSA is complete, you have access financial aid on your account. You filled out the financial aid bookstore release to-do list in your student self-service. The bookstore can see your financial aid award package, and you can charge books starting August the 6th, 10 days before classes start, and ending August the 26th, about 10 days after fall classes begin.
Great. So, well, where do I go if I wanted to find out more information on the website, Mark? So where do I go on the website to find out more information about financial aid?
Yes, yeah, under Affording College, go to our homepage, and then under Affording College, it's over on the right-hand side.
Okay.
And it's going to pull up a lot of things about financial aid. To fill out the FAFSA, you're going to look at the financial aid checklist is the first thing that's there. If you have questions,
Okay.
there's contact information out there to find us too if you have questions and want to visit us. So everything's there.
Great. So just click on Affording College and you can find out the information there.
Absolutely.
So what if, Mark, that people needed help? Can they call you? Can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Our email addresses are out there individually. You can call me direct. Our phone number is 270-534-3467. And come into the office. We're open those hours that Trent just mentioned earlier and here to help you guys with whatever's needed.
Great. So speaking of the website, Trent, I know that there are some places on the website. What are the best places to visit on the website? I know you'd mentioned some things about special places for students to go to help them.
Got going too fast. So there are several spots on our website that students can get great information from. One of the things that is really neat about our website, there's a place on there called My Path that is basically going to be the students' hub where they can get in and check their student email, their Blackboard, and their student self-service. So we have on the screen kind of what that looks like. You'll have several different options to get in there and kind of explore. But the three main tiles that they'll see is the Blackboard tile, their email tile, and then we see on the screen a PeopleSoft Campus Solutions tile that'll actually say Student Self-Service Center. So that's where the students can find their schedule, their information on financial aid. If they're taking online classes, they'll do that through the Blackboard tile. Everything will be in there that they need for the classes. And then, of course, their KCTCS email, they'll have access to that as well. I really encourage all of our new students, returning students, any of our students to get in a very good habit of checking your email daily. This is how the college will communicate with you on different things that are going on. Or, if you have an instructor that you've been emailing and you need to get in touch with, that is the place where those emails will show up. So My Path is got a lot of different things for students. Another place that I would recommend students to go, if you scroll down to about the middle way of our page, one thing that's really neat for us, I know we're doing live streams like this, we have an announcements tab. So there are different pieces that we've mentioned the extended hours already once today. So that's on our website. We have articles that, we've been named a 2021 Aspen Prize finalist, top 10 community college in the nation. We have a big announcement about our tuition being the same price as it was last semester. So anything that's really happening with the school, you can go here every day. Our marketing department does a great job of updating this and putting those articles out there. And then another place that I would just recommend, and it's probably because I'm a little partial to it, is if you just want to get started, is clicking on that admissions tab at the very top. If you click there and scroll down, we have a lot of different options for you. If you're needing to know, like, what do you need to get enrolled? Do you want to sign up for a campus tour? Do you need orientation? We have live orientations that are happening right now before the semester starts. We have a virtual orientation. There's a lot of different options that we have out there, and that is probably the best way to kind of get in contact with us. Of course, our information is there, or we're probably going to post our office number. The main admissions line is 270-534-3435. So if anybody needs us, we would be happy to have that kind of first step. You may not need to stay with us. We may route you to somewhere else if you have different questions, but we're here to kind of work with you and make sure that you get started on the right path.
Great. Well, I found the financial aid services number that Mark was mentioning earlier. So if you need any help with financial aid, it's 534-3467. And I do believe that we have some comments from our that I would like to put up. We have 3 comments, and the first one is from Caitlin McLeod. How do I access my email? And I know you just kind of covered that, but just if you could just kind of go over that again for Caitlin.
So checking your email is one of the things that you need to do through your MyPath. And that's kind of one of those tiles that we hit. Now, to get access to your MyPath, you actually have to set up your user account. And you can do this through our website at the User Account Center. It's pretty straightforward. Caitlin, you'll need to know your student ID and your birthday. You will enter those 2 informations into the User Account Center screen. You'll kind of follow the prompts. They're going to let you know your username, and then you have to create a password. Once you create that password, you can go back into MyPath and use that. That's something that we help students with at orientation, and that's something that we can help you with here on campus in the Anderson building. If you come to the Anderson building in the admissions area, we'd be more than happy to help you get your username, password, kind of give you a tutorial through email, Blackboard, and your student self-service.
Wonderful. All right. And we have a question from Sam Murphy. Is today the only day I can come in to register? And maybe he's referring to those extended hours, maybe.
No, absolutely. So that's a great question. We do have, I know the hours are kind of varied throughout the start of the semester, but you can come in and contact us and we can get you set up with an appointment. We are going to have some walk-in hours. So the day, like today, we're doing walk-ins up till 8 o'clock. Or if you're wanting to do next week on August the 3rd, we're having another 8 to 8 night where you can come in and walk in during those times. But really, if you just call ahead or call us in admissions, we can kind of route you, Sam, to, you know, do you need to meet with an advisor? Can we help students over the phone? We help students over email. We have a lot of different ways that we can meet you and help you get enrolled.
Okay, so we have those times on there, Trent, that you just mentioned, 8 tonight. They can still come in and register at the Anderson Technical Building. And remember, if you come in and you say that you saw today's live stream, then you can get a free WKCTC t-shirt. And then August 3rd from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and August 9th through the 13th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so we have a question now from Faye Dodd. And Faye says, when will we know what books and supplies will be required for each class?
That's a great question, and one that we get asked often, especially now the school's getting really close to start. Students are getting excited and want to get their books and things. So if you take your schedule to our bookstore or even call our bookstore, they can discuss what supplies that you may need and what your options are for books. There's several different options that we have for textbooks for classes. You can buy them, you can rent them, you can get different versions that might be more cost effective than another. So I would just really reach out to our bookstore, get that schedule handy, because they're going to know what class number that you're taking. For example, we might have 15 different history classes. So we didn't know exactly which history class you're taking. They can look it up and kind of give you those next steps on what you need to buy and what you need to be prepared for your classes.
Okay, so we have the bookstore number up there, but we have a question now that is, are there any computer labs on campus? So if someone didn't have a computer or a laptop, are there places on campus that they can go to look that up?
Absolutely. All of our buildings on campus have computer labs that have student access and use. And we also have Wi-Fi on our campus. So if you brought your own device and was in between classes or just wanted to go to an area where you could check your email, if you have a tablet, laptop, anything like that, you can use those services that we offer. And then our library, the Matheson Learning Resource Center, that's a great place for you to go access our computers. We have a great staff there that can help you with anything that you'll need as far as getting access to technology or printing.
All right. So you mentioned the bookstore, Trent. Actually, if we can just maybe Octavia, maybe you can answer this one. Are the bookstore hours, are they like the extended hours? Are they following the same extended hours that Trent talked about for this fall semester?
So the bookstore hours currently are actually that is the 8 to 4 time that they have currently they're doing 8 to 6 Monday through Thursday. And then I'm not sure about the following week. Trent,
Well, let me see what I have on my notes here, Octavia.
Yeah.
So it says that actually it does say that the bookstore hours are going to go with the same hours as the extended hours that Trent was talking about. So they do normally do 8 to 4 Monday through Friday when we have the fall semester, but they will be going with those extended hours like everybody else in the student services to help everybody register for classes and be more available for the students.
Are they open till 8 to 9?
If you had any questions, you can go to the bookstore and on the website and type in WKCTC Bookstore, and then this gives you all the information that you would need for that.
Yes, to Octavia's follow-up question, they are open tonight. I didn't know if anybody was going to take that. Yes, they're open till 8 p.m. tonight, the bookstore.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked a little bit about we talked about help with financial aid. So what is the first step if somebody wanted to come to the college and they needed some financial help? What's the first step? What would they need to do?
Step one, Tammy, is complete the FAFSA. And you can do that, get started at studentaid.gov or come in here if you need help. But studentaid.gov is where you start. Complete the FAFSA. That's step one. Just complete it. Whether you think you're eligible or not, I promise, just complete the FAFSA.
So what is the FAFSA exactly? She put that up there, but what exactly is that, and where do they need to go? Studentaid.gov, it says.
That's good. I get stuck talking this lingo all the time, FAFSA, but it is the free application for federal student aid. And so go to studentaid.gov. There's no cost to fill it out, and get started there, Tammy.
Great. All right. So, and if they need help, Mark, if they need help from you, then you are available to do that. And you're looking for your numbers again, Financial Aid Services, 270-534-3467. And you are there to help them.
That's our main number. Or like I said, come in here. We're room 107 in the Anderson Technical Building. We're here to help.
Okay. So one of the questions that we have, and I'm trying to find that question right now, is about if there's availability for help and assistance if they've heard about a food pantry. So is there a food pantry on, let's see. I heard there's a food pantry for current students. How do I learn more? And I believe that's for Octavia, actually. There she is.
Hello.
Hello,
yes.
Octavia.
Yes, we do have a food pantry here on campus. It's called the Campus Cupboard. The Campus Cupboard is available to students as long as they are enrolled in one class here at West Kentucky. And we provide those services. Amy Elmore is the person who helps with the food pantry on campus. She can be reached by email at amy.elmorekctcs.edu. Right now, we typically have hours twice a month throughout the academic year, but that doesn't mean that if you need services that we won't supply them. So please make sure that you reach out to Amy, and we can see her background, her beautiful video in the background. She is very willing to help and assist And it's important that these services are free and they are confidential. So we are glad to help.
All right. So if they need any help, then they can contact Amy. Amy
Yes,
Elmore.
and it's not just food. So I do want to say it's important to understand that we do have personal hygiene items available for students as well. And we recently added some perishable items such as meat to the food pantry. So that is available for our students.
Okay, thank you. And Octavia, another question for you. Is there any place on campus to buy food except the vending machines?
Yes, we actually have locations, the Student Center here on campus. The Kitchens Cafe is available in the Student Center, which is in the Clemens building, but we also have food services for students who are down at PSAD at Kitchens Cafe. And,
all right, again, what's PSAD for those who don't know?
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you, Tammy. It's Paducah School of Art and Design. It's located downtown.
Yeah, so that is actually located in the 2D Graphic Design Building at 905 Harrison Street. So if you were downtown and you would like to go to the Kitchens Cafe, it's not just for students. So anybody can enjoy the cafe at 905 Harrison Street and inside the 2D Graphic Design Building, and you can check out that building. It is really fantastic. And as Octavia said, the Student Cafe is inside the Student Center and has great food for our students as well.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to move forward back to Trent. I have a question, Trent. Is there tutoring on campus, and how much does it cost?
Okay, make sure I'm unmuted this time. Yes, so we do have tutoring on campus. We have what is called our Academic Support Center, and it is absolutely free to our students. And like most of our classes, there's a couple different ways to do it. You can either come by for in-person live tutoring, or you can schedule appointments to have virtual tutoring. It's a great service. We know that it's something that our students need. Sometimes people think, well, I need to go to tutoring because I might not, be doing so well, but our tutors are there to kind of help you get that success going, build those good habits, and really, just help you get through those semesters or classes that you might think you might have a little trouble with. Sign up early, get those appointments, and if you need that, our website right on the screen has all their information.
Okay, so we have some questions from the audience, and this is from Ms. Moffitt, and it says, how do I sign up for fall classes?
All right.
Trent?
So right now, you just start. I don't know where you are as far as if you've done anything, Ms. Moffitt, for the college, but what you need to do is start with that application on our website. It's a free application. If you see it on the screen, if you scroll down just a little, it'll pop up. You'll see the white button in the bottom right-hand corner. It says start your application. Once you fill out that application, we need to get your educational transcripts, GED, high school, college, whatever you have. And then we will walk you through those next steps of getting your financial aid and getting you an appointment to see somebody to enroll for classes. We very much appreciate the question, and definitely we're here to help. So feel free to walk in and we'll get you started with your classes for the fall.
Okay, and I believe we have another question. Let me see where that question is. I think we have actually people who are monitoring, faculty and staff who are monitoring and asking questions, answering the questions that are in the chat. But we have one from Sam Murphy again. Why can I not sign into the KCTCS app? Maybe you can show on the website where the app is and maybe answer some questions to help Sam or other students.
So I'll take just kind of a guess at Sam's question, and I'm not a technical app person, but you have to have that username and password. So if you have your correct username and password, Sam, it should work. If not, we can look at some different ways. Maybe we can connect outside of the live video to walk you through what you need to do. I know that once you do enter your username and password, it is going to ask you to select a college. There are 16 different KCTCS colleges because this is the KCTCS app. You'll need to go all the way down and hit West Kentucky, and then that will kind of connect you to our college, and you should be able to access your MyPath our wall where you can chat with other students and just make posts. It's a really great app, and it's very user friendly, and I'm sorry you're having some trouble signing in. So maybe connect with us or call one of our great staff here, Brittany Canner. Her name and numbers on the screen here, and she can troubleshoot you and help you walk through whatever steps or whatever you need to do, those steps are, and get you going with our app.
All right, so we're going to go back to our questions that we had before, and one of them is, again, we have another one. I need help with the FAFSA. Can someone at the college do that? Help them. Mark.
Again, Tammy, we are here to help. Okay, call us, reach out, come by our office. We're happy to see you, sit down with you, and fill that out. Bring your 2019 taxes with you if you're going to do that. That's a great help to have that in hand. And I've got the checklist out there online as well. If you under the 40 College tab and financial aid checklist, it sort of walk you through doing that, creating your FSA user ID and getting the FAFSA started. That's step one to getting any financial support. It really is, and we can go from there and explore other options. But that's how you learn to crawl, Tammy. That's it.
And we have up on the screen the free application for federal student aid, and they go to studentaid.gov to fill out that FAFSA. And Mark said that he is available to help in any way to make sure that you can fill that out correctly. All right, Mark, we have another question for you. It says, how do I apply for a student loan?
All right, so once the FAFSA is complete and your account's complete and your student self-service, you should be able to see that under the financial aid tile. And it's just called a student loan request. I think it says FA loan request, and just go from there and complete it. If it's the first loan, there's a couple other steps. You have to go to studentloans.gov and do your master promissory note, entrance loan counseling, but it starts with that loan request right there in your student self-service once your FAFSA is complete.
Okay, Mark, I think there's another question. It says, when will I get my refund?
If
someone has already filled out the FAFSA and has that done, when will they get their refund?
Sure. So financial aid's out there pending right now, and it's all sort of, they're going to verify enrollment and attendance, and financial aid runs about 6 weeks after classes start. So it's toward the end of September when refunds are processed.
Okay. So again, there's a question that is, I do believe we have another comment. Let's see what we have here. And it is from Shannon Jacobs. I am still waiting for an appointment from an advisor. I have done my application and transferred all transcripts. FAFSA done. I called on Thursday last week and was expecting to have an appointment by now. I can't get into my path. What do I need to do next?
I can take some of that. So Shannon, we appreciate your call. We got a lot of different options. Right now, we're just really busy with a lot of students coming in. So we apologize if you haven't been able to get that appointment yet, but we do encourage you, walk in if you need to. You can call any one of us on the show and we can walk you through that. We'll get your contact information. Today we're open till 8, so you can walk in today, and then either on August the 3rd, which I think is next Tuesday, we're open till 8 as well. So we are accepting walk-ins. We'd love to have you come in. We'll work with you. I'm glad you got your application done and your transcripts, so we should be able to get you in the classes you need this fall.
Okay, and we have one from Maria G. Hi, is there any assistance or discounts for purchasing a computer? Who would like to take that one? Anybody? Maybe it would be something for if they needed maybe online assistance. Maybe somebody go online.
Yes, you certainly, we do have information on the website that talks about our student discounts. We do have something that we work with Dell. So if we can get her contact information, I can make sure that we get that information to her about what we have with Dell.
Okay, so Maria, if you will just put that information in the chat, then somebody will be able to get with you. All right, so now we'll go back and see what other questions that we have.
Yeah.
Octavia, I know that there is a question about additional resources.
Mhm.
If you're a student, some additional resources on the website that can help them, and maybe you can go through those additional resources and for the website.
Sure. So we have some resources that just are good informational things that our students can take and can access. If you go to the quick links and current students, our student handbook is listed under those resources. And the student handbook will help you with campus resources. It will also help you with any rules and regulations that we have. And it does direct you to the student code of conduct, which just talks about our policies and procedures here at WKCTC for our students. So those resources are very beneficial when you have some time to review them and look at them. It will help you just know what services are available to our students here. And it's basically everything in one location. And so, yeah, if you, Dan, down at the bottom is where the student handbook is located, and it's right there. Yeah.
Okay, and I was seeing, okay.
Mm-hmm. And so it's broken down so that you can look at all of the different policies, look at campus maps. It has information there about the KCTCS app.
Yes, we have a question about that again, about the app.
Okay.
What if we could go there and just see, maybe there's some information about going there. So, okay.
What's the question about the app?
How do I access it, and what do I do?
Okay, so you can access the KCTCS app either in the Apple Store or in the Google Play Store. It's available if you just look at KCTCS app and you would download it, like all of the other apps that you have from your stores. And once you do that, you would have to log in so that you can have access to it and look at the different notifications. But there are also things on there that can help you look at your schedule, can look at your students' self-service. All of that is in one location. And so having the app is a good thing to have.
And I was noticing, if you can go back there, Danny, it looked like that was resources that you, that looks like the same resources that you're kind of talking about, the email, Starfish, Blackboard, and you can access all that on the app as well. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know about those extra resources. We have a question for Trent, I believe. And that question is, what scholarships are available, Trent?
All right. So right now, one scholarship that is just incredibly useful for students is the Kentucky Work Ready Scholarship. And that scholarship is a third-party payer. It's not directly related to the college, but it will cover all Kentucky.
Take that question. There he is. There he is. Are you there, Trent? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Where do I need to start? What all did I?
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship.
Okay. Well, all right. So the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship is a great resource for Kentucky students right now. The requirements are very easily met. I think students have to have a high school diploma or a GED diploma, have to have residency, Kentucky residency, be a U.S. citizen, and also not earned an associate's degree yet and not be in default for student loans. So if you're going into any of the areas that are trades, so we have a lot of different programs: welding, electrical, diesel, HVAC, any health programs such as nursing, medical information technology, sonography, physical therapy, and then any of our computer and business programs, so computer information technologies, our business degrees, logistics and operations management. There's a lot of different options out there for students. And what this scholarship does is you can apply for the FAFSA first that Mark's talked a lot about. You have to do that first. Once you get that FAFSA done, you can go to the Kentucky Work Ready Scholarship and you can fill that out. And then they will get in touch with you on covering the rest of your tuition.
All right. So there is the information on your screen. And I'm seeing if we have any more questions in our comments. All right. It looks like everybody has been answered there. Oops. Okay, so can we just go back and reiterate again, just for those who are just joining us? Again, if you come to the admissions office in the Anderson Technical Building and say that you saw this live stream, you'll win a free WKCTC t-shirt, and Trent will make sure that you get that. And also, Trent, if you can just go again on when fall classes start and what people need to do to get enrolled and who they need to talk to.
Sure, absolutely. So again, for those now just joining us, fall classes start August the 16th. It's just a little over 2 weeks away. That's a Monday. We still have plenty of options for students to come in and discuss with us on getting started this fall semester. It's a great time to go back to school. I think one of the big things and takeaways that we kind of know that it's been a very tough 18 months and things have changed very quickly in our society, and that any type of that training education that you can potentially get up and make yourself more valuable will help you move within those changes. So it's a perfect time to go back to school right now. And we have a lot of great options that will help students kind of reach that next step in their either personal goals or professional goals.
Okay, again on the screen, Trent, we have the admissions, WKCTC enrollment at kctcs.edu, and the number to call 534-3435. And again, Kathy, can you put up those extended hours again? So Trent, just tell us a little bit more. We're going to the Anderson Technical Building today. You're open till 8. Open till 8 today. This is something, we have extended hours, but we know that right now we see that we're getting a lot of requests for advising appointments, requests for financial aid, because it's getting really to be that time of the year. A lot of students are coming in, so we're working with a lot of different requests and students either walking in or calling. So we want to be open and accessible to those students. So we're open till 8 today. Tomorrow we're open 8 to 6. And then the next week we're going to have another day on August the 3rd that we're going to stay open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We really hope that that gives our students a good window for them to come in, meet with us, talk to advisors, talk to admissions, do their FAFSA, go to the bookstore. And then that last week before classes start, August 9th through the 13th, we're going to be open 8 to 6, Monday through Friday. So there's a lot of opportunity to come in. We really just ask you to, call us at either the admissions main number, the advising main number that we've shown a couple different times. We'll definitely reach out and get you either appointment set up. You can do a lot of different things with us as far as getting enrolled in school. You can come in and meet us face to face. We can talk to you over the phone about what classes you may or may not need. And sometimes a simple email might take it. If you're just taking a class, we'll be happy to email you whatever way would work best for our students. We're here to help you and make sure that when August 16th rolls around, you're enrolled in your fall classes and you have everything that you need. Great, Trent. Well, we had a question also about a student who is wanted to study business. And I know that there's a program that is called Fast Track. So what is that program?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we're really excited here about at the college is our new Fast Track Accelerated Business Evening program. It's one of the things I think pre-COVID that we were thinking a lot about launching. And of course, we weren't able to do that. Now with a little more freedom as far as meeting and social distancing restrictions and our classes coming back to fully in person, we have a new Fast Track program. So basically students can sign up for this. It's for business program study. If you want to go in like business management route, you can get an associate's degree in business management and also 5 certificates in 2 years. And you go 2 nights a week. On the screen, you can see that we built out the 2-year schedule. One of the really neat things about this is you will go to school Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll have a 6 o'clock class and you'll have a 7:30 class. Then you'll have some online work, but you're going to go to school with the same group of people. You're going to be in a cohort. We know that cohorts are more successful because you build those kind of relationships. You get that kind of, camaraderie with other students. You are all on the same track. You're taking all the same classes. And this is a great degree that can launch you into a lot of different professional paths after you get it. So this is something brand new. I think we have 20 seats and those are filling up quick. So if you're interested in business and you want to go in and say, hey, can I take 2 classes at a time? And that's really where we get the fast track piece. I get that is some people will say, well, it's a 2-year degree anyways, but you're taking 2 classes at a time. So your first 8 weeks, can you scroll up maybe to the top? You scroll down a little bit where we get to that first class. A little more right here. That's perfect. So your fall semester, you're actually going to sign up for all those 4 classes. The FYE, that's your first year experience, your intro to business, your intro to computers, and your management class. So those are going to be your 4 classes, but you will only take 2 at a time. You'll take 2 the first 8 weeks of the semester, go completely through those, and then the last 8 weeks of the semester, you'll take the other 2 classes. We're working with students on an individual basis because we know some students might already have, an English class, a computers class that they picked up in the past, but we're working with students to try to get them into this cohort. It's an amazing opportunity to kind of get that one-on-one, in-person and online experience, but it's something that we've kind of geared towards our non-traditional or working students because we know it's hard to go to school during the day. People may work or have childcare issues, things like that. And another great thing about the Fast Track program is that it's another program that's covered by the Work Ready Scholarship. So we've got a lot of different great things for this program. So if you're interested in the Fast Track program, I'm actually the contact for that. You can either contact the admissions office and ask about the Fast Track program or contact me directly. And I would love to meet with you and answer your questions and kind of see what we can do to get you enrolled in that for the fall.
Well, that's really exciting because like you said, Trent, if you are working during the day, and maybe can't get to class or take classes during the day, this is a perfect opportunity for you to, if you're interested in business, this seems like the perfect place.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we have a question, and I'm not sure who needs to take it, but it is about skills GED. Somebody, if they wanted to get their GED, what do they need to do? So who wants to take that?
I mean, right now, the GED, it's almost the same as coming back to college. Now is a great time to do that. One of the things that happened during the pandemic was the testing fee for GED actually is now covered by the state. So now is a great time to come in and utilize those services. WKCTC is covering the adult education in McCracken County, Graves County, and Carlisle County. So we have the Skills U office for McCracken County right here in the Anderson Technical Building. We have our contact listed on the screen, Tammy Maines, and her phone number. You can contact her and she can get you started and kind of tell you what is that entry point and then what do we need to do to get you moving forward to actually get you to test and earn that GED.
And there's also a way that you can take your GED and college classes at the same time. Is that something that is also available?
Sure, and that's part of a branch of that Work Ready scholarship program, that there are just a few certifications. I think there's one with the technical program and there's one with the health program, that if you are in the GED program and actively pursuing those classes, that you can actually sign up to pursue some of those college classes at the same time. So there's limited offerings with that, but we do have some options where you can be dually enrolled, work on your GED, and also obtain some college credit at the same time.
Thank you, Trent. And so again, we have the question, what options are available for taking classes for the fall semester? So I know we'll be in person. We're excited. We're going to be back on campus. So we want them to be here with us. And what else, the other options can we do, Trent?
So obviously online is an option. We have a lot of different options with students wanting to take classes virtually. In person, we have all of our classes have our in-person options. I don't want to say we're ever going back to normal, but we are back in the classroom. We are back with our students at this time. And then also we have hybrid classes where a student may want to come in one day a week and then do a class in person and then do some online work with it. A lot of different scheduling options for the fall. And again, these are options that we hope meets the needs of our students. We know that they have unique schedules and we want to have classes that will meet those schedules so we can also help them achieve their academic goals and meet them where they are. Yeah, so we have a lot of different options.
Okay, so we're just going to recap. And so we talked about a lot of stuff today. We talked about enrolling for classes. We talked about extending hours that we have. And at 8 o'clock tonight, we're here till 8 o'clock tonight to help you register as well. And I want to remind you also that if you see this streamed and you go to the Anderson Technical Building and you go to the admissions office, then if you say, hey, I saw this stream, then you can get a free WKCTC t-shirt. So I hope that you all come and take advantage of that and also register for classes and get on your life's goal and the new ways that you want to do in your life. So any other questions? I do believe that we want to just make sure that we know that we can get enrolled, and anything else that we might have missed, everybody.
So I see one question in the chat from Courtney. It's I think it's referencing the fast track program and how does it differ from the AAS and business administration. Courtney, that is the degree. That is the degree that the fast track program is built around. That is the 2-year associate's degree that you will receive. We just call it fast track to kind of promote it, but it is people who want to pursue that exact degree, that associate in applied science and business administration. You'll get that degree. And we also have 5 certifications or certificates that are built into the program. So as you go through the class, those 2 nights a week, you'll be picking up certificates along the way, and you will end with a 2-year associate in applied science and business administration.
It looks like we have a question, and it may have been answered in the chat, but we have one again from Faye Dot. It says, if the awarded loan does not cover the full tuition amount, can the balance be placed in a payment plan? And we haven't even talked about payment plans, Mark, so can you take that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So the answer is yes. Go on to your student self-service and you can make a payment toward your balance, and you can set up a payment plan at that point in time. I think it costs $25 to do it for the semester, and it's going to break it up into 4 payments. So it'll take your loan balance out of it, and you'll just pay on the remaining portion of it.
Okay, and we have something from Cassie Clark. She says, I love the app. It was very easy and very useful and helpful. So we appreciate that, Cassie, because it is a very important tool for students to be able to talk to one another. And as you can see, that also has many of your self-service portals there as well. Okay, well, I think that this is just about the end here. But if there's anybody else that has any questions, just put them in the chat and we can answer them after the fact. If you did miss the beginning of this stream, you can watch it at any time at your convenience on the WKCTC Facebook page and the WKCTC YouTube channel. So it's always available, and you can go back and watch it at your convenience. I'm sorry. Oh, we have a question. Kathy just came in here and said we have a question. Let's see what we have here. All right, we have one again from Megan Newby. Can a convicted felon get approved for a Pell Grant and/or student loan? Mark, do you?
Yeah, I can take that. I mean, the answer is yes, but it could be no. It depends on some of the situations of the felony. But for the most part, the answer is going to be yes, you can. And feel free to reach out to me if you want to look at something directly. I'll be happy to take a look individually. Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, I think that we are wrapping things up. And so we've covered a lot of information. One more time, Octavia, one more time, if you could, we have that question again about the campus cupboard and what's available in the campus cupboard. Could you just cover that one more time?
Sure. So there are perishable items available. So we have canned goods that are available, cereal, rice, basic things. We also have non-perishable items and perishable items. We do have some meat available. We also have personal hygiene items. So we look at helping students with dishwashing liquid, washing detergent. We also have deodorant, feminine hygiene products, toothpaste. All of those things are available for students. So please reach out and let us know how we can assist.
Okay, one thing that I wanted to also ask, what about counseling services? Do we have counseling services available for our students, faculty, and staff? Octavia?
Yes. So thank you for asking that. We do have counseling services available here. We partner with Four Rivers Behavioral Health. And we have a counselor here on campus, but then we also have a resource that we just acquired that is called Therapy Assistance Online. It is an online service, and as long as you are a student here, that is available for you to use, and it has some modules available on it that help with just some mental health, mindfulness, anxiety, and things like that. So the counseling services, though, that's not the online learning.
Yeah.
So we want to pull that. We do have counseling services available through Four Rivers. And if you go right, sorry, I see where you're going up on the side, on the left-hand side, there is types of counseling.
Okay.
Right. So if you click on that, it just lets you know that there's some personal counseling. All of these things are confidential. And we have a place on there that is also making an appointment. If you go over to the side, and it will give that information about how they can go about making an appointment see that over. There we go.
Okay, so the community of concern, the making an appointment. I see. Okay.
Yes. So if you go to the making an appointment, they can make a confidential appointment. That number is available. That 534-3863.
Okay.
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you said the community of concern?
Yes, the community. I was wondering about that as well. I know that is another form. Is that where they go to fill out a referral or something? What is that?
So the community of concern is made up of faculty members, so people from academic affairs, also people from student services, and that is a community that we have developed to be able to assist students as we learn that they have needs. It could be that the student has counseling concerns. It may be the student may have food insecurity. There may be some transportation needs, things like that. So we use that as a place to kind of wrap services around students to make sure that we get them exactly what they need. And so a lot of times we have faculty and staff who refer people to the community of concern, but we also have students who refer other students to the community of concern. And so we just want to make sure that everyone here at West Kentucky is the absolute best that they can be. And so sometimes we know that we need additional things to help us outside of the classroom. And so we are here to make sure we can provide those things for our students so that they can be successful.
And is there a cost for counseling services?
Counseling services are free. And so I will say, though, with that, sometimes counseling services, if you do have insurance, they will work with your insurance for that third party payer source. But if you do not have a payer source, there is no charge for you to receive counseling from the Four Rivers Behavioral Health.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We are wrapping up. Just want to remind everyone that we are here till 8 o'clock tonight to help you register for classes. Again, if you come and you go to the admissions office in the Anderson Technical Building and say that you saw this live stream, and then you can win a free WKCTC t-shirt. We have on the screen again, open tonight until 8 p.m. in the Anderson Technical Building, August 3rd from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., August 9th through the 13th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fall classes begin on August 16th, and we are so looking forward to seeing everyone on campus. Everybody, I really appreciate you joining us. Again, Mark, what we said, fill out the FAFSA, the very first step, fill out the FAFSA if you need help with going to college. And actually, Mark, if you can just fill out the FAFSA is the first thing for everything. Is that right?
Correct. Fill out the FAFSA. That's perfect. Step one.
Step one, no matter what you're doing, fill out the FAFSA.
Agreed.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time. We'll all see you next time on WKCTC Live. And we hope you enjoyed it. And if you did miss this stream, remember that you can see it anytime at your convenience on the WKCTC Facebook page or WKCTC YouTube channel. It will remain there, and all of the questions, if you want to watch it at your convenience, you can find out all the information. And again, if you have any questions, you can always contact the financial aid office, the admissions office, and we're always here to help you to be successful and be the best that you can be. So we'll see you next time on WKCTC Live.